Hi Leo. While I'm shuffling all and pull the cards to have the basic readings out, I'm just going to have a word with you. So this is a relationship and love reading for singles and for those who are in a committed relationship. So I'm going to start first with the you energy, which is the Seven of Pentacles for you as a single, as a Leo single, and here this one jumped. The Knight of Cups for the Leo who is in a committed relationship. Now, I'm not going to say anything further about the cards, so I want you to know that this is a reading, general reading for Leo. So for those who have Leo as a sun, rising, or moon sign. Now, why am I babbling on always about looking at your rising sign and your moon sign? Because often, and especially now with these relationships, and love, I would really suggest you have a look and you find out what your rising sign is, you find out what your moon sign is. If you don't have an exact birth time and location, ask your parents, ask somebody who knows, who may know. Have a look at your birth certificate. Sometimes it's there. In most countries there is a birth time. In some countries there's not. There's not one, like the UK until late in, I think it was late 80s or begin 90s, they didn't have a birth time, but then ask. Maybe people in the family will know. Because it's important for your ascendant and your moon sign. If you know those, you can also watch those videos, because often, very often, you resonate more with that energy. Now, again, this is a general reading, so I want you to know that you will resonate with some things. You may not. You may, yes. You may say, this is not for me. So that's the case where rising sign and moon sign would be a good suggestion or a good idea to go and watch the video. I am putting timestamps in my video, so you can always go to the relevant part. So if you're in a committed relationship, then you don't have to watch the singles part of the reading, so you can immediately skip to that part. It's always detailed in the description box, so it's easy to find the parts that are relevant to you. Now, the last thing, and I almost always, until time of boring, I may bore you to death with it, but the thing is, readings, cards, they show potential energy. They don't show definite energy. They don't show a definite, written in stone, non-flexible, non-changeable outcome. That's not how cards work. I read them today, and they indicate today what is possible for you. Now, tomorrow, or especially here with love and relationships, there's much more energy involved. There's not only your energy, there's the energy of the potential of the people you're potentially going to date. There's here for the committed relationships, there's the energy of your partner, or maybe there's, you're in a a polyamorous relationship, and there's more partners here in this committed relationship reading. So depending on your circumstances, this is always a potential it's showing. And these things have energies from other people coming in, from other situations. So there's always shifts and changes and slight nuances to be considered. So never look at the cards as the definite truth, because you would miss out on life. You would miss out on being really in charge of your life. And you are, because you are a conscious participant in your own life. So please do not give your power away to the cards, but let the cards sort of help you where you need help. When you're in doubt, when you feel frustrated, when you feel a little bit shaky, when you feel like you could use a little bit of help, the cards are here for you. But you don't use them as the Bible or as, any document that is like the 10 Commandments written in stone tablets and then never to be changed again, because that's how it works. Not even those 10 Commandments should be taken literally and should be taken as the definite truth forever and ever and ever, because things change, cultures change, situations change, yes, and things get much more complex than that. So enough of that. So let's just jump now into the reading before I bore you to death. At the end of the reading, I will also tell you how you can, I'm going to take my watch off, I'm going to tell you how you can win a tarot reading with me. So stick out and to the end, because then you can find out what you need to do to win a reading. The background noises are dogs. Well, there's Bazooka who's been in and who's now out, and he's been making a whole lot of noise. But 5 minutes in, and I'm only now going to start with the first card. So sorry for that, but here we go. 7 of Pentacles for the singles. 7 of Pentacles, you see this woman looking at all these flowers here. Yeah, well, they are pentacles, but they look a bit like flowers, but they are coins. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yes. And she's holding a sunflower. That's interesting in this deck. This is a new deck, by the way, I have. This is the Thelema Tarot. And I will be, these cards, because you see this is another card. So these cards are from the Dreamkeeper's Tarot. So just so you know. And I will be getting clarifiers out. 7 of Pentacles, you're looking at potential suitors. You're looking at maybe online dating. Maybe you have some people in mind that you would like to spend time with. It's like you're exploring, but it's also like you're tending to a few connections you have on the dating scene. Because it's not like you're going to give your energy like to just everybody. You are diligently choosing here with these 7 of Pentacles. So I'm going to turn the cards around before I go. Oh, this is very interesting. Another 7 of Pentacles. So there's 2 of them. So when I said that, this is really you looking, but looking with care. Looking with dedication, but also looking with caution, with your values very much connected to what you value, what you find important, because probably you have experienced many dates before where often afterwards you said, what the hell was I spending my time on? So you're probably looking deeper into the person to get to know them better, but before you dive deep. I hope I'm explaining myself well. So I feel like you're really looking, you're dating, yes, but you're not going on any real deep dive just yet with one of these pentacles, which are the suitors that you're looking into, because you want to get to know them first. You want to get to know them better, so you have a better idea of their personalities, their characteristics, their little quirks and things like that, because you just don't want to go in deeper into a relationship without knowing that first. Probably you've done that in the past and that has not really worked out, or not in a good way, or not in the best way possible. So you have learned from the past, and you now, you're now being much more careful. Now with the moon here, this is the last card, is the moon. You have then a 2 of Wands here. I'll be talking about that later. Let's just go to the moon here. With that moon card, for me, this moon card is like saying, listen to your intuition. Listen to your instinct. Look at how your body reacts, how your body feels after a date. Does it feel drained? Does it feel okay? Do you get energy from being on a date? Or do you get into fear mode? Do you get into flight mode? What is your body actually doing? Are you sleeping well? Do you get a headache when you're on a date? I mean, your body is giving you signals. The moon card asks you to look for their signals and to listen to them and to really be tuned into them. Because with the moon, you're highly tuned into your instinctual part, to the foundational safety, the feeling of safety. Where do I feel safe? How do I feel safe? And the moon is telling you that. So the moon gives you those hints by talking through your body, really, and that gut knowing. So it's very important, and when you're dating here, that you're really tuned into your body and to your intuition, and that you don't let your mind or your enthusiasm or fire, because the moon is not a fire, the moon is a water element. I feel here that here, because this is in the middle, this is a fire card, so that's the only fire card for now. The Two of Wands, and it's fire. She's wearing the red dress, and she's holding the two wands. So there's a duality there. There is the hint of a choice there. But the choice in the end needs to be made with fire. What makes you passionate? Who stirs up your passion, your fire, your curiosity, that need or that want or that sort of enthusiasm to maybe delve a little bit deeper into that person and go a little bit further exploring that relationship with a certain person from those seven, not literally seven, of course, but those suitors that you're dating. Here, that is a decision at a certain point where you are sparked to go deeper with someone. That, of course, inherently means a choice. But the moon is a water element. It is about emotions and feelings, where emotions is, how you define emotions and feelings, and the difference between the two depends, is very personal. So for some, feelings is really that deep-rooted feeling in a body, and emotion is more the mental part of the emotion. If that makes any sense, that really is connected more to your brain and to your thinking part. And the feeling is more connected to your body. But both need to be used before you make decisions. So you need to be really intuitive and let your intuition speak to you, let your heart speak to you, let your emotions speak to you, let your body wisdom speak to you, before you go into, further exploring with someone, with some particular choice you make from these suitors here, from these two Seven of Pentacles cards. Now I'm going to pull the clarifiers here before I go to the committed relationship, and then the oracle cards will be at the very end. So, what do you need to know here? And I'm only going to pull on the three basic cards because this is the you energy. Okay. I feel that dating, or that dating that you're doing with these several suitors, it is like you're doing this a little bit in a sneaky way. Now I'm not saying this is the Seven of Swords, so usually this can be a sneaky and a bit with a bad vibe card, but I feel here it's more like you're doing it, but these suitors don't know that you're seeing other people. It's more like you're doing it a little bit like, I don't want it out in the open that I'm sort of really looking deep into you. Now, on the other hand, into one person or in more persons. I don't want the other ones to know. But on the other hand, it's also you really not showing your hand. So to all these suitors that you're dating, you're not showing the fact that you're really wanting to go further, and that you're really sort of trying to choose and decide who it is that you want to go on a further exploration with. You're not showing that hand, you're not sharing that detail or that element to the persons you date. And I don't even think you share that with your friends. I think you just keep that for yourself, that you're really wanting this time to make it work. And because you want to make it work, you're keeping it a little bit secret for yourself. And you're also not jumping into this part where you make choices or where you go exploring further with someone. You're not going to just jump in with that, in that part. You're taking it slow. So, yeah, it's like you're doing this. Oh, it's a Nine of Pentacles. Okay, I need to put this card down and put my viewfinder back on because it just fell off and out, and then it's very hard for me. Okay, so I got my viewfinder back. So I feel this Nine of Pentacles is sort of an evolution from that double Seven of Pentacles that you have there, where, you know, you're already knowing more about certain of the suitors, and you know, you have more information about them. It's like you're on an information gathering expedition, and you're really looking closely at all the aspects of the persons involved. Here you're looking at suitors, but here you're looking at the aspects of some of the suitors. And it's really like your information gathering and value gathering, and looking, you know, how these people fit into your value system, how you can really see yourself with that person and maybe try and go further with that person. But you're really, you know, and it has come back, that theme of a cautionary tale. This is just what the words that just jumped up. It feels like a cautionary tale. You're cautious. You're not just jumping in. You're gathering elements. You're gathering information, and you're doing that a little bit under the radar. And I think it's good that you do that, because probably a past, I don't see any past cards or past references here as to why you would be doing that. Okay, that fell. Just pick it up. But I think it's very important, yeah, that you take your time with this as well, because of the Moon card. And sometimes we don't have our intuition activated. And when we don't have our intuition activated, things can be very hazy, not clear. Like, okay, like there's a big filter over it that makes it, everything is smooth and polished, but it really is not the real thing. You don't see who or what is real. And you need to get in tune to what in those persons that you're dating is the real part of them. Because when we date, of course, we put our best, how do you say that? Our best, well, we present ourselves in our best way, isn't it, when we are on the dating scene? And that often can then lead to quite some nasty surprises. I have these cards jumping, but they don't feel like, because I'm so talking and I'm not really. Okay, what card needs to come out here on this Two of Wands? Yes, okay, that makes sense. The Page of Pentacles. The one that fell was the Page of Wands, and really, it, you know, there's another page. Okay, you see, there is that, there is the past. This influence came out. For me, this is really all the disappointments that you had before on the dating scene. All that left a mark on you. This is the card of the Wounded Warrior, the Nine of Wands. These things, these experiences, they leave a mark on us. They leave some scars behind. And look, he has these bandages. He looks worn out. And I feel that, you know, this is your past card. And that's also why you're so cautious and why you're so careful and why you are really connecting to values. Look, another pentacle came out, the Page of Pentacles. But I feel that this is really you seeing someone that holds that potential for you to go on a deeper dive with. Now, this can be one person, probably. Now, a page has a beginning element to it, a beginning energy, a fresh energy, a new energy. So I feel this is you meeting someone new, and that holds a little bit values like you have, similar values, or values that you agree with, at least, in the very least, and that you're willing to explore further. They hold potential. A page is like an ace, a beginning, but this is more also about the potential. So there is a potential sort of bachelor or bachelorette possibility, a potential person for you to start digging deeper and delving in. But the reason why you cannot rush all this is because of this past experiences, because you also know that if you go too fast, you may get hurt again. And this is not a time for you to have that happen again, because you have the scars, you have the marks, you were worn out, it drained you, it stressed you, and you don't feel that that needs to happen again now in this situation. You want to be very clear for yourself. This moon needs to disappear really then afterwards. You want to be clear to yourself that you're really going for this person, and that person also deserves and is valuable for you to go after. And I'm not speaking valuable money-wise. I'm speaking about values, the personality, their heart, their soul. So let's see what else comes out. Okay, King of Wands, which is a good card. Let's see what else. Ooh, those are two very good cards, because you have the King of Wands and the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is the victory card. And the Six of Wands is also a card. I always say this horse and the man, they're looking at the future. They're not looking back. They're not looking down. They're looking up and ahead. And then there is the wreath of victory. He's also wearing that, this man. So there is this result that is coming your way. And that, also I feel that, probably with the person here, with this person, that you're going and that you're choosing, and you're going to sort of, it's a trial run, really. This person has potential. He's that King of Wands. This is someone you can come together with and then move towards the future with. And then whatever happens there, you will see. And you are willing to wait that out. You are willing to give that a try. You are willing to go for that, because this person, it feels like to me like he has that King of Wands energy, like the he or the she sparks your interest, your curiosity, but also makes you enthusiastic for life again, makes you feel alive again, makes you feel like, yeah, well, you know what, this could work. And then the two of you, or you can move in a new direction. You can move towards the future together and then see what gives. There is no definite outcome here. I don't see any definite outcome that this is then the one and the only one, your soulmate, your twin flame. I'm not seeing that here. I have a little bit of reticence about soul reading flames and twin flame readings, because I simply believe that soulmates exist, yes, but I'm of the belief that a soulmate relationship, as in a love relationship with a soulmate, is very hard energetically because of the big connection. And sometimes they can be there and you have a connection with them, but you cannot do the love relationship because that's way too intense. And then you probably have another type of relationship with your soulmate or twin flame or potential soulmate, because I do feel that we have more than one soulmate out there as well. So, but that's my belief system. I mean, I am not going to tell you what to believe in this case, but I am reticent to do these twin flame readings and soul mate readings, because I simply feel it's way too heavy energetically. And there can come out wrong informations, and that could be devastating. So I'm also not saying that this person that you're giving here a try, and that you're willing to try and go deeper and on more dates and really, see it a little bit more long term. Also here, more long term. I feel that person is possible, is there, and that person has the potential to stir up that curiosity, is a person that really speaks to you. And you can move into the future together. Now, whether you're staying together in the long run for the rest, or for a long relationship or a committed relationship, I don't know. But what I do see here is that there's one person that you're going to go deeper with. And then from there on, remember, this is a reading for the next 2 to 3 months. So from there on, I'm still talking short relationship span here. So this needs to be seen along the lines and further down the line in order to see whether that person can be the one. Okay, That is it for the singles. Let's go to the committed relationship people. If you are in a committed relationship, yeah, there is commitment there, the King of Cups. I'm going to just turn the cards. Okay, these are good cards. There's another Six of Wands here. Another success celebration card. Here in this deck, the Six of Wands is more about, celebrating than it is looking to the future or moving into the future. It is really about, coming to, how to say it? Because it's not an ending, but there is a joyful being together. But I feel that whoever is your partner, whether he or she, this can be a he or a she, yes. It's not the King of Cups, it's the Knight of Cups. Sometimes when I'm tired, this is not the right time sometimes to read. It's the Knight of Cups. So really, I feel that there is really a good solid relationship between the two of you. There is almost you moving together. Look, as well, this is also looking towards the future. It's in movement. So you and your partner, I see this, you and your partner. Okay, I'm not saying that you are a horse or your partner is, but you know what I mean. Symbolically, there's two figures here, but like the figures are together. They're strong together and they're moving in the same direction. So it feels like you're pursuing the same dreams. Going after with the same emotional feel. You feel each other. You don't need a lot of words to understand each other because you've been together and you have gone through a lot of things together, but you are headed in the same direction. You have like the same feeling to where you want this relationship or how you want this relationship to be. And there is nothing that is contradicting each other. There is nothing that there's no conflict here. You're moving in the same direction. You're going after the same dreams and wishes for the relationship. I'm not saying that you don't have each part of you, of this relationship, you or your partner, you can have your individual dreams, desires, goals, of course. But the relationship goals, the relationship visions, the relationship wishes and dreams, they are coherent, cohesive, together, moving in that same direction. And that makes, of course, this relationship seriously solid. And why am I saying that it's seriously solid? Because next to the card, and I'm going to hold them together, there are two different decks, by the way, but there's the Emperor. Knowing what you want, knowing where you're headed, having that vision as well, also having a strategy, because maybe here in that committed relationship, some of the visions will be, and some of the dreams, etc., and goals are emotional, psychological, bonding, yes, but there can also be some material goals, wishes, dreams, desires that you're heading for. Maybe you're wanting to build a home or buy a home or move home, or maybe you're looking into college for the children and you're having the same vision. I mean, committed relationships, so there can be children and children of college age involved. So yes, you also have that the material part of your visions and your dreams and your goals in the relationship. They also come together and there is a clear understanding of we're working towards that. We're working towards XYZ together, and we're standing tall and strong together, and we can do it, and we have each other's back. That's, for me, is the Emperor. And this is why I love this Temperance card so much in this deck, because this is like comprehensive energy. You are completing each other. You are together as a whole. When the two of you together, you become something, your relationship becomes even something better and higher, gets a higher value. Individually, you're two beautiful individuals, but when you come together and you complement each other, there is another energy that comes out of this, and that is this energy for me that you see here in the back, which is like, it's the very funny thing. It's like a skeleton bird. I'll put it in, but it holds a diamond, I think it's a diamond. And I think that is the expression that when you come together, sort of complementing each other, giving the puzzle pieces and making a whole puzzle, that's when there's an elevation. Then there's, together you're better and stronger, especially when it comes to everything that happens in the relationship. So beautiful card here. So really, I don't see anything here because, as I said, the Six of Wands is really like a celebration. And I feel that you also know how to celebrate each other and how to valorize, or how do you say that? Show the other, show your partner how you value them, how you appreciate them, how grateful you are for them to be in your life, and together to form this sturdy, solid relationship, and how beautiful that is. And you're really there. This is also gratitude here in this Six of Wands. So this is really beautiful energy in this for you if you're in a committed relationship. Now, if this is not the case in your relationship, again, go to your sun, your moon or your rising sign reading. But then it could be that you're shifting and you're coming together to work better towards the same ideals. And that you have the same, you want to make it work, and you're making the effort to make it work. That means as well that you will try everything to really come together and understand each other. Here in that case, it's really talking, having the conversations, understanding, listening to each other. And that will also bring a beautiful energy, and you will win over any hurdles or any obstacles that may have arisen in your relationship and that may have made your relationship a little bit sturdy. You are overcoming that with this Knight of Cups and the Emperor here, and then the outcome is beautiful. So if you have a little bit shakiness in your committed relationship, I wouldn't worry, because you have the solidity and you have the strength and the willpower to sort it out, and you can sort it out if you put your minds to it and your hearts and your souls to it. And if you listen to each other. Okay, what else? Clarifiers. Yeah, that's why I went into that second meaning, when there's a hurdle, because sometimes the hurdle will be that, everything is the same old, and then it can feel stale. And then you want something else. So sometimes you have to make an effort as well to not become stale, to have the relationship get new influx of energy, new influx of emotions, of experiences, of situations. Sometimes we need that, because otherwise our relationships don't have any... Sometimes we need a little bit of a challenge in a relationship as well. And I'm not saying we need conflict, but a challenge, or do some stuff together, something new, something fresh. Sometimes we need to do that, and we need to make a conscious effort to do that. But I think that is what you can do here, and that's why the second part of the reading came out. Now, I feel that you can do that again. There is here a very strong, solid card. This card is Knight of Pentacles, always is standing on this little sort of hill here, holding his values, very solid. So I feel that when you listen to each other and really talk with each other, should it be that you have this sense that you need a little bit more adventure, a little bit more change or diversity in your relationship, like not doing every day the same thing, then you need to express it. You need to listen to each other, and then your relationship is so solid that it can, survive anything, even if it's a small conflict or a small argument, it can survive that because there's this solidity to your relationship. So also don't be afraid to share what you need more. Don't be afraid to talk about this. If you are feeling a little bit meh in your relationship, say it. Because your partner will listen, because you are standing on solid ground. This relationship is not in no way muddy, standing in muddy ground, or in swamp. It's not a swamp. It's not a swamp. It's not drain the swamp. What does that remind you of? Okay, I'm being sarcastic now. Sorry, I just needed to say that. Okay, let's see. Yeah. So it makes sense, the Fool here. Sometimes you need an adventure, so please don't forget to put a little bit of adventure in your relationship. Explore things together. Go on a trip, on a weekend trip, on an outing, to a new restaurant. Go for a walk to a place where you never have walked. If you're living close to the beach, go to the beach and search for shells or things. Explore things in nature as well. Is what comes to mind. Go on a different hike. Drive to a different part of where you live. If you're living in a town, go to a different part of town where you usually don't come. If you live in a village, drive to the nearest village and go in and have a look there. Go and discover the bars, the cafes, the pubs, the restaurants, the shops, or the nature in that area. So it's really about adventure is going to bring you closer as well, and it's going to keep your relationship strong. So you need the freedom. Now as well, what it also means is that with this Emperor, and this is just coming to me now, with this Emperor, it also tells me that if you want to go on a solo adventure, which means do something by yourself, and it doesn't matter whether you go to yoga or you're going to do crafting and your spouse is going golfing or something. It's just the first thing that comes in mind. I don't know, because I absolutely hate the game of golf, so I don't know why that came up. But if that's the case, don't worry, give each other that freedom as well to also explore as individuals and not always as together as one whole, as if you are like a Siamese twin. That's also not the idea here. So there is exploration, adventure, and going to do something really together, yes. But on the other hand, this card also indicates that as an individual, also you need enough freedom to go on your own personal adventures. And that doesn't mean that you go cheat on each other, yeah? You have to trust each other. So really, I'm not even going to go in that, okay? You know what I mean. Because those things, leaving each other, again, this is a solitary card. So we have 3 solitary cards here. So individually, you need that freedom as well, because that keeps also your passion burning. That keeps your, that gives energy to the relationship when you come together, when you go off and you do something by yourself in total freedom, totally something that you like to do, without having to care whether the other one is sitting at home grumpy or not being happy because you're doing something that makes you feel alive and free. That would be a problem if that would be the case. So don't worry about that, because I think that you allow each other your freedom, and you need to allow each other your freedom because that keeps it fresh, that keeps it sparky and fiery, your relationship. Okay, I hear dog feet coming. Okay, that means Bazooka is on his way. Okay, he's deciding to go to the bedroom now. Okay. Love that. So you have lots. You have Page of Wands, Queen of Wands, fire again. That is on the Six of Wands, which is a celebratory card. And what else? Let me just pull the card. Okay, I don't know why this Five of Wands coming out, because there is really nothing here. I feel that also, I feel sort of a way that, you know, this celebration card or this victory card, this for me is more like a celebration card or a coming together card. Whenever you have a little bit of a conflict, and you do have sometimes conflicts, because what relationship doesn't have a conflict now and then? And I'm not talking about huge conflicts. I'm talking about arguments. Yeah, you're arguing, you know, you're not having the same perspective, or not sometimes not having that same vision like you have here. You do have that, but sometimes, yes, there will be opposing opinions, and that is okay. It's not going to dim the fire of your relationship. It's not going to break up the relationship. There is, again, here, this Queen of Pentacles is sitting, not Pentacles, Queen of Wands, is sitting very solidly on her throne. She is also listening to her intuition, to her instincts. She has a sunflower, she has lions. There's a lot of power here in this image. So again, for me, this represents the solidity of your relationship, but also the fire of your relationship, the willingness to listen to each other. This, for me, that is that cat and the lions. So even if you have an argument or opposed visions, opposed opinions, you can sort it out. You can always count on your relationship being so solid that you can sort out anything. So yes, very beautiful reading. I'm not going to say more because I may then dilute the whole power of this reading. So let's go to the oracle cards. So oracle cards. What's the oracle card that's going to come out for the singles here? Okay. Nothing is wasted, vulture spirit. I'll put it down and I'll go into the reading immediately because I want to draw all the cards. There's a reason for that. There's a practical reason for that. So, card for committed relationship couples. Okay. Watch and wait. I actually feel it's the other way around, but I'm going to leave them like that. Okay, and then this is from the Soul Coaching Oracle. So for singles, what do singles need to know? Okay. Gratitude. Again. And for committed relationship, inspiration. That is that Fool. Okay, so let's go here. For me, that nothing is wasted. That is, you know, when you're trying out here all these suitors, it's not a waste of your time. It's not a waste of your energy. It's really very good that you're doing that because you will learn a lot from that. You will learn from these experiences, and from these experiences you will then sort of start narrowing it down. This for me is narrowing it down, and then really narrow it down to this person. So yes, so not your energy is not wasted. Also, your past experiences where you were sometimes maybe a little bit reckless on the dating scene, also those experiences have not been wasted because you are learning from them. Okay, and then gratitude. This is a glorious time to be alive, and I'm so grateful. I feel this is really, this is a strange card. I'm just going to get the booklet because that's going to make it easier. So what it says is, the universe is grateful for you. Appreciation for everything flows through you in great bounty. Cherish the preciousness of life and everyone and everything around you. Gratitude is the secret to a joy-filled life. So also be grateful to all these experiences and the fact that you, at a certain moment, you can choose and then you can start moving in this direction. So also be grateful for all those experiences, because those experiences will all teach you something. Find what's good and wonderful in every moment. So also enjoy the dating. Don't be too focused on I have to choose, because you don't have to choose just yet. That choosing here, that going deeper and then a sort, singling out one or person or one suitor, that is further down the line. That is not right now. So you don't have to choose right now. You don't have to settle down right now. You have this freedom to explore. Now, for the committed relationship was first watch and wait. Now I'm going to get the booklet for this one, because I don't get it here. I really, I'm supposed to be the reader, yeah, but sometimes. Let's have a look here. I'm just going to read it, and sometimes that will bring me more info. Hovering gracefully, the seahorse observes with the perspective of one who is not engulfed by the drama, remaining at a distance from all the turbulence. Seahorse spirit appears at this time to remind you of the need to be neutral and gain perspective. Your message from Seahorse Spirit is, not my circus, not my monkeys. Spirit wants you to know that even if you are tempted to jump into the fray and try to fix things, the best way to serve yourself and others right now is to remain calm and simply watch and see. So it's a little bit for when you are in a conflict here, then it's not about anything dramatic. You don't have to be breaking up or something. You will have a solution to this. You will have a solution to whatever conflict or, contrary opinions you do have, to sort itself out. Now also, this part here, the Fool, where you go on an adventure, that is something that you really need to incorporate it and see then what it is going to bring to you. What is it going to add? Because it's going to add an extra dimension to the relationship if you leave each other the freedom to pursue your personal and individual dreams and wishes and hobbies and pastime and freedom. It's going to make the relationship better, but you can't maybe see that immediately or understand that immediately. But then if you don't allow each other to do that, then that's going to happen. That meh factor, that everything is same old. And then that is not good. So you really need to get that element in, because that is going to inspire you. I'm receiving divine inspiration right now. I feel when you leave each other that individual freedom, and when you also go on an exploration and an adventure together, it will inspire you as an individual, but also you as a couple, and it will inspire and give the relationship an extra dimension, a better dimension, and even more solidity. So yes, do those adventures for sure. Okay, Leo, that's it. This is your love and relationship reading. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, give me a like, maybe follow me, maybe subscribe to my channel, maybe click that notification button, that little alarm bell, so that you know when new videos come out, because I do readings regularly for the zodiac signs. I do also daily guidance here on YouTube in the YouTube Shorts, that short videos that they are doing. They are easily seen on mobiles and tablets, not so easy to discover on a web, how do you say that? On a desktop, not a web top, a desktop. Anyway, sometimes. So please check it out. Daily guidance also on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and on TikTok. But on TikTok there's more. On TikTok I do extra readings because I have 3 minutes. So I do extra readings for the zodiac signs. I do bonus readings in general. I do bonus readings for special circumstances. For example, there is the 22/02/2022 reading for the zodiac signs. You can find that on TikTok. So to see what you need to get results and to manifest with this very powerful energy in February of the 22nd of February 2022. Now the last thing I'm going to share with you, and then I'll shut up and I'll leave you and I'll let you go to your business, is that you can win a tarot reading with me. And the only thing you have to do is put in the comments here or on TikTok the words Magic 2022. If you put Magic 2022 in the comments, you are in the competition, and I will announce the winner on March 30th or 31st. Somewhere on those 2 days, and I'll put that in a video, and then I'll tell you who it is. So in order for you to know whether it's you who won, it's a good idea to subscribe and click on that notification so you don't forget to come back and check it out whether it's you, because I'm not going to contact you personally because I have no emails. I'm not doing that. GDPR things and everything in Europe considered, but also I would never do that. I would never invade your privacy. So I will tell you in that video how you can contact me, and then we can set up the reading. Okay, that's it for you, Leo. I'm going to sign off now. Thank you for being here. As always, I really appreciate you being here, and I am stumbling over my words, so I'm going to finish this now. Bye for now, Leo.